Hey guys, quick little sort of PSA before we hop into the actual video. Imperium Duelist is dropping this brand new deck box this Friday. It's probably going to sell out pretty fast, so I just wanted to give you guys a little notice in advance. This is what the artwork looks like on the outside and the inside. It's obviously Demon Slayer inspired, and it's probably my favorite one so far that they've released in the series. The artwork on the inside and outside just goes absolutely crazy, and I really like the sort of textured pattern look it has throughout the whole box. Not to mention, it's a really nice blue color. So if you guys want to grab one, drops this Friday, and you can get it for 10% off using my discount code WINNERKILLS10OFF at checkout to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new locals feature match. First one of the year. We've got Fire Kings versus the Runick Spright. Real talk, though, I hate Runick decks with a passion. Absolutely. 100%. I don't know what it is. When Fountain resolves, when they're drawn 3 cards, when I'm banishing cards off the top of my deck, it makes me feel a certain way. But I digress. Let's hop into the feature match here. Also, wanted to think about changing the layout. I was like, new year, new me, right? The classic saying that everyone always says, you know, I was like, why don't we get a fresh new layout? And I tried to design one, and then it felt like it was kind of pointless because it was just way over the top, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think this is fine. I don't know. Do you guys want to see some kind of change to the layout for feature matches? If so, let me know. But I think it's pretty fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a little complacent. But if you guys think there's something about it that, you know, could be better. And I'm not talking just one person commenting. I need at least 20 people commenting saying, yeah, you should change this. But I'm also completely fine with just leaving it as is. Maybe I change the color of some, like, the life points and stuff. Maybe one side's red, one side's blue. But I don't know. Either way, hopping into this riveting gameplay here, we're going to see him stack 2 level 2 monsters on top of each other for the gigantic Spright, activating its secret ability to detach that blue live twin to summon out another blue monster, the Spright Blue, to go ahead and search out for a Spright. And yeah, of course, this is also a new format. I should mention that. And this is also like a, in quotes, mega tournament hosted by my locals. I think we do like one probably every other month or so. Higher entry, actual top cut rounds, which is hilarious considering most tournament stores probably have locals with top cut. Let me know down in the comments, because I'm curious, if you go to an OTS store, like your store is an official tournament store, does your locals do top cut? I don't care if it's top 8, if it's top 4, maybe you got a huge locals and it's like top 16. Like, how many rounds of Swiss do you guys play? And if you do top cut, let me know. And how many, you know, like, where does the top cut begin? I'm definitely curious. So we're going to see that newly unlimited Spright starter, which that was kind of a quick turnaround. Like, starter got hit to 2. And I feel like it hasn't been at 2 for that long. Now it's just back to 3. And who needs Spright Elf when you've got the live twin engine, right? And I did take 1,200 for that. And the live twin cards doing their thing. You know, getting a draw here, setting up a pop. And also, yeah, I mean, that's just like perfect synergy right there. You've got IP Masquerena linking off with the blue. And going for SP and then setting up the pop from the summon as well. And also having tip here, just the tip. Going to go ahead and banish to search out Dispelling. Well, activate to search out Dispelling, making the opponent banish one off the top. It ends up being a DD Crizzle. And I think I see Rise Heart in the opening hand for Fire Kings. I also see Wanted and Original Snake, Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye. And the Continuous and the Skyburn. I think they just drew another copy of the Continuous spell for turn. So we're going to lead here with the Wanted. That's going to go ahead and search out the Diabell Star. And we're going to get a little American Sniper action here on behalf of our Runick Spright player. Activating Dispelling to try to rip one card out of the opponent's hand at random. I believe when something is added, they can do that. It's a 1 in 6 chance here to hit the Diabell Star. And what do you know? They hit the Diabell Star. Although I will say it probably doesn't actually matter that much here, just because, again, they already have the original Sinful Spoils in hand. They're going to lose 2 off the top deck. It looks like one of those is the Sacred Fire King Runick's, which I don't know how many copies of how many copies of those are played typically in standard Fire King lists. They're going to go ahead and activate the Fire King Sanctuary, and this will allow them to place 1 Fire King Island from their deck face up in your field zone. And it looks like it's going to get hit with a Runick Destruction, and that is a very quick end to game 1. I mean, they still had plenty of interruption left. They had Carrot, they had Red, they hadn't even used IP yet, and, you know, Fountain is going to draw them some more cards. So we move into game 2, and we are going to see the Fire King technique decide to go first here. Not activating Fire King Island. We're special summoning Diabell Star by setting off Fire King Island. Diabell Star effect on summon to go ahead and set the original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye, which can get them access to Hooked on Ponix. They do have Bell plus Cosmic. That's got to be a pretty solid combination of what I assume maybe to be side deck cards. And I mean, I guess this particular matchup, but they have Ash, which is going to kind of rip here, as they literally don't have anything else to do, which is super unfortunate. They just have Skyburn, Cosmic, and Bell. And Skyburn requires them to have Fire King monsters already in play, and they do not. Obviously, that original Sinful Spoils was their access to it. I wonder if there was maybe like merit to keeping Fire King Island instead, as we see Runick Destruction here getting activated to bring out Hugin. I want to read, during your main phase, you can destroy 1 monster in your hand or field, and if you do, add 1 Fire King monster. I feel like there was a better way this could be played. I mean, again, I don't know how to play the Fire King deck at all, but I feel like doing it the route that way, you went from giving yourself 2 ways to play, then only just making it 1 way, right? Because if you get rid of Fire King Island, you could at least, like, pop the Bell and try to get to Engine, like, worst case scenario, because, like, you gotta imagine original Sinful Spoils is probably a pretty common Ash target. Like, it makes them invest 1 card into it, right? They have to send off to use it. So, like, if you die Bellstar, even like sending the Skyburn, right? That had to have just been way better. Diabell Star sending Skyburn instead of sending Fire King Island. Yeah, during your main phase, yeah, they could have just like sent Skyburn and then Fire King Island popped the Diabell Star that they had on field. That had to have been a billion times better. Yeah. Unfortunate. And Runick Spright is comboing off like it's no tomorrow. And they're going to go ahead and Bell Fountain here as they try to draw, but of course red is going to negate that. They'll try to chain Cosmic Cyclone in response to the red. And of course they have Carrot still, which they can use to negate the Cosmic Cyclone, which is going to ensure that this Fountain draw is going to go through. And again, they only have Skyburn in hand. And it's going to be a draw 3. I mean, as is, they still have a way to Gigantic on board. Super unfortunate. I mean, it didn't look like the greatest hand, but after thinking about it for a little bit, like, they definitely had more than 1 play there. I just don't think getting rid of Fire King Island was the play. They're going to go ahead and activate Flashing Fire to go ahead and summon out Hugin. And then they're going to normal summon the Lilla. No effect, as they can't use it. And then they go for Gigantic, and they're just going to go ahead and admit defeat. Yeah, rather a quick game there. Is what it is. I didn't even have to speed that one up. But we're going to see the Runick Spright deck take it 2-0 over Fire Kings. Kind of an unfortunate game, but it is what it is. And thank you guys for watching. Last but not least, a big shout out goes to our current Divine level channel member, to our Pony Start, Cadillac Green, Misfit, and HCH Cyber. Thank you guys so much as always for extremely kind and very, very generous support of the channel.